These are instructions for basic web editing. More specifically, we're going to find a web page content that we like, copy that content, then do some slight editing. Now I've pulled up one website. It has to be one of my own, petcareeducation.blogspot.com. Now these instructions are made using Internet Explorer 7 and Windows XP. So if you're using different versions of Internet Explorer or different versions of Windows, then some of these instructions might look slightly different. Let's say for instance that I like the source that we have here. In order to view the source code for this website or the HTML code that was used to build this website, in Internet Explorer I would go to the main menu, click on Page, and click on View Source. If you're using a different version of Internet Explorer, you might find View Source at another part of the menu, but basically you'll normally click View Source. And here you will see the HTML code that was used to create the website. And this was pulled up in Notepad, which is a text editor. So you could copy this HTML into a text editor, or you could go ahead and save this data because it's already in a text editor. And we're going to save this as an HTML file so that we could look at it and edit it. So I'm going to click File, Save As. This one is going to go to My Documents. You can save it anywhere on your hard drive. I'm going to leave it as a text document under Save As Type. And I'm going to call this one Test3, and remember to put .html on the end. So now I have a text file that I can edit, and I can view this file as an HTML as I'm editing. Let's go ahead and take a look at our Start menu, and we're going to go to Recent Documents, and I'm going to find the Test3 HTML document. And as you can see, the HTML document with the HTML code looks exactly like the Pet Care Education blog. But if you notice in the address window, this is actually the Test3 document that I saved in my documents. Now let's take a look at some things that we might want to change in this website. For instance, maybe I want to change the title of the first blog post that says Welcome to my Pet Education blog. What I'm going to do is leave this open. I'm going to go to the Test3 HTML text editor, and I'm going to type that header and look for it. Like I said, the header is Welcome to my Pet Education blog. Let's do a search for Pet Education blog here. Now it is somewhere, the text is somewhere in all this HTML data, but instead of just scrolling looking for it, I'm going to click Control F for Find, and let's type the words Education blog and find Next. And here we have some text in quotes, Welcome to my Pet Education blog. I'm going to change this just like I'm working on a text editor. And let's just, so we'll recognize it, this is the new title of this post. And I'm going to save that. Saving it as test3.html. And let's see if that education blog is written anywhere else that we need to change. No, it can't find it anywhere else. So now that I've made that slight modification, let's go back and look at the edited file. And let's click Refresh. And as you can see, I typed the wrong, but whatever I typed in the text document now shows in the HTML document. This is the new title of this post. Now we're back on my Pet Care Education blog, looking around to see if there's anything else I want to change on my new web page that I'm creating based on the blog. Let's say that I want my own picture in here. Let's say that this is someone else's web page with a picture of their dog, and I'd like to change it to a picture of my dog. So let's take a look at the properties for this picture. I'm going to lay my mouse on the picture and right click and click Properties. And notice here under the properties we have an address for the pictures, and looks like this picture is hosted on PhotoBucket. You can host your pictures on PhotoBucket, Flickr, Picture Trail, a host of other websites where you could store your pictures and then use that site as a host for the pictures for your website. That's just one way to do it. Also, you can upload pictures to the website host or whatever website you're using, such as GoDaddy or something like that. But so I want to find this address in my text document. So once again, instead of scrolling through the text document, I'm going to copy this exact address. As you can see, it's a GIF file. I'm going to highlight it with my left mouse button. Then I'm going to right click and hit copy, and we'll click OK to close this. And let's go to my text document for editing. Control F for find, Control V to paste that address in the find dialog box. And here's the address of that picture. As you can see, the entire web page code starts the A space href, etc. But I'm going to look just at the direct link to the picture, which starts http://i686 PhotoBucket. Now I'm going to go to PhotoBucket and pick a different picture and replace that direct link. So let's say that I would like to use another picture from my PhotoBucket album. I'm going to choose this one here. It's a different picture of pudding. I'm going to find the direct link for PhotoBucket. I could also use the HTML code if I wanted to replace the entire code, but it's going to be easier just to replace the direct link. So I'm going to click in here once, make sure the entire address is highlighted. Then I'm going to right click and hit copy. Going to go back to my HTML editor, and where I have the highlighted data, I can Control V to paste or right click and hit paste. And now the address for the picture has changed, or the direct link has changed. So I'm going to make sure I save this. Then I'm going to go back to the HTML document that I was editing. And that one's here. Notice this one is in C drive. I'm going to click refresh. Take a look at the picture as it is now, and let's see if it will change when we click refresh. Oh, we have an issue with running scripts. I'm going to click here and allow block content. Tell it yes. And notice that the new picture is now on the web page that I'm editing. So those are just some basic instructions. As you can see, you could find the text that you want to edit and edit it in the text file. You can find pictures that you'd like to change and make sure your pictures are hosted on some other web hosting site and post a link to those pictures. And so that is all the instructions on updating a web page. Thank you. For more info on pet care education, be sure to check out my pet care education blog at petcareeducation.blogspot.com. For other info, you can go to my main blog, latrenda.blogspot.com. That's latrenda.blogspot.com. Look on the left-hand side under class links. The first link there is computer software instructions. Click there and you will find a host of other computer software instructions, including Microsoft Office 2007 applications. Thank you.